Hi, today I'll be doing a drum tutorial for Let Me Sing by Todd Fields, and this is in 4/4 timing. First, what I'm going to do in this tutorial is we're going to take a look at some of the parts of the song. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to play it on the recording, and then I'm going to go back and play it on the drums for you so you can hear how it goes. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This first little part of the song is an intro, and it's kind of a long intro that comes in, and then the drums are going to come in full with it. So let's go ahead and take a listen, and then I'll play it for you. So as you can see, it's pretty full right at the beginning. What I'm using is a ride slash crash cymbal on the right, and you can swell into it at the beginning, and then come into the crash. And if you'll notice, what I'm doing is I'm adding the hi-hat on the off beat. So watch what I do here. So that's the beat at the beginning of the song. You can also use a full crash cymbal if you'd like as well with that. So that's the first part of the song. Let's go ahead and get into the beginning verses. The rest of that verse is going to be quiet on the drums, and then following that, it's going to be a very simple beat on the drums, and I'll play that for you next.
Let me worship your wondrous splendor, though the heavens your glory proclaim. They don't know the price you paid for my life, the sacrifice you made.
So that's really simple as well, just keeping it real basic. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next section of the song, which is going to be the chorus again. So like we did at the beginning of the intro, that's the same beat. I'm not quite as full as the intro, but pretty close. Using the ride cymbal, ride crash cymbal, and it's the same beat. And sometimes I'll alternate back and forth. I might play one kick pattern at the beginning, followed by two after, like this. The recording actually does 2 and 2. It does it like this. And both sound just fine. All right, let's keep moving.
Let me live in the light of forever.
beat is very, very simple. There's a lot of nuances with the hi-hat, and what I mean by that is he does some accents on the offbeat. The bass drum is very simple. It's on 1 and 3, so this is what it sounds like. And so it does that little hi-hat catch at the end. And what I'm talking about with the hi-hat nuances is you're actually going to be playing eighth note patterns on that, but you're accenting on the quarter notes, and you're doing a softer count on the offbeat, but that's a little bit more advanced, so you don't have to do that, but you certainly can. The technique I use is I play with the shoulder of the stick on the downbeat on the quarter notes, and then I play with the tip of the stick on the offbeat. And so it's creating this kind of moving motion like that, and it's kind of like a wave with your wrist, how it goes up and down. So once again, that's like this. All right, let's move on to the next part of the song. I didn't explain that last part going into that because it was the same beat on the chorus as before. But then what I did is I kept the same beat on the kick pattern, and then I just went to crash cymbals on the bridge. And so it's the same exact beat, but it's just a little bit more full dynamically because you're using crash cymbal now. So I switched over to the cymbal, and this is what it sounds like. That's all I did differently there. Okay, let's move on to the next part of the song.
Louder than creation to you, for the pain you bore in your body, to bring my soul to you, Jesus, yeah, let me shine brighter than the stars.
So that part of the song, very basic. It's just going back to that beat like this. I'll play it for you. And then the last half of that, you can start layering in with some quarter notes on the bass drum. So it will sound like this. And then you want to build that nice and full and cut after that, going back into the chorus. Let's go ahead and continue. So that part in the song, you could tell that I was going back and forth between the crash and the ride, just kind of have a lot of fun with that. That's the high point at the very, very end of the song, just like the intro, the outro, and the bridge. So keep the same kick pattern, and this is what I was doing. Another option of something you can do is you can also add more in the kick drum pattern. I started to play it a second ago, simplified it a little bit, but let me play that again for you just to show you another option of what you can do at the end here. You can play that same kick pattern with just one cymbal or both. The main idea is just to add more of a heightened dynamic to that, and one way to do that is to switch the cymbal that you've been playing on, go to the higher cymbal afterward. If you've been playing on a ride, go to your crash cymbal. If you've been playing on a darker crash cymbal, go to a brighter sounding crash cymbal. The rest of the song is just acoustic, and there's no more drums in it. So hopefully that's helpful, guys, and I hope that you guys have a great time playing this song with your worship team. We'll see you guys later.